What do you need to do to buy a house? We will help you figure it out here. The market's moving fast, so you better watch. Welcome to the Landis Look, where we take an inside look at the world of real estate. And today I'm here with Courtney. Courtney, thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me here.
All right, Courtney, buying a house, it's like the American dream. What is the first thing that someone needs to do in order to start realizing that dream? Where do you start if you want to buy a house?
So the best first step is to have a clear picture of what your financial situation is. Before talking to a lender, before getting a pre-approval letter, it's really important for you to have a personal understanding of where your down payment's coming from, what you want your monthly budget to be, and really just have a clear picture.
Man, I love that advice. I think that is great advice because then you can take that to the lender and that'll make things easier in that part of the process, right? So get that done, go to the lender. What happens at that point?
So the lender is going to go through your finances and make sure that, everything aligns with your financial goals and make sure that, you are able to get your dream home. So they're going to help you set a realistic budget and make sure that we're sticking within that so that we don't have any problems, down the line in the contract.
Yeah, I like that. What about the amount of down payment needed? Do people need 20% down to get a house, or can you do it with less?
You can definitely do it with less. I just had a first-time home buyer recently put 3% down with a conventional loan. We actually got all of her closing costs covered, and she basically bought a house for that 3% down on closing day.
Wow, man. I mean, you compare that to renting. I mean, the amount of time it takes to save that 3% up versus the rent payments, and now she owns her own place. I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. And she really wouldn't have been able to achieve that for many years if she went with that sort of traditional thinking of 20% down. And with such low interest rates right now, it really is one of the best times to put a low down payment.
Yeah, I mean, you do pay a little bit more for these lower down payment loans, but it is not a high interest rate. It's not a crazy loan at all. It can be a great option for a lot of folks. So sounds like number one thing to do to buy a house is get your finances in order. All right, we've got our finances in order. What do we need to do next?
So this market is moving really quickly. So we need to have a very clear picture of what exactly is your dream house, because what my dream house is might be completely different than my buyer's.
Definitely.
So just to have a very clear picture of exactly what you're looking for and to be able to move really quickly on it.
Yeah, because the market is moving so fast that if you are uncertain and can't pull the trigger quickly, can't be confident in what you're doing, I mean, the good houses, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, it's not realistic to be able to get them making that slow decision and, uncertainty.
Absolutely. Almost every house that I've seen these days has been a multiple offer situation, or you put in a great offer and snag it and get it off the market and be done. So definitely if you're waiting a day, waiting 2 days, a lot can happen in that time in this market.
Yeah, I mean, for any of you who are numbers junkies like myself, we have less than 1 month of inventory in the Atlanta market right now, which means if no new houses came on the market, all of them would be gone in 1 month. 6 months is balanced, so it's not balanced at all, which is why you need to have these things buttoned up, know what's important, have your finances ready to go. And then, Courtney, how can a real estate agent help somebody navigate this process?
So we have really great lenders that we work with very often, and we're able to connect you with experts. We can also kind of run through it and see what would work best for your situation, because there are so many different loan options and then different down payments and things you can do within those various loan options. And it's really not a one size fits all.
Yeah.
What's best for one buyer might not be best for another buyer.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you're curious about any of those things, is there down payment assistance? How much would I have to put down? What are my options? Just like Courtney said, I mean, there are lots of options and they are individual to you. Courtney would be happy to help you walk through figuring out what is best for you guys. And then, the final thing that we'll hit on today, I hear a lot of people scared about, hey, there are multiple offers on a lot of properties. Am I going to have to way overpay? Can I even get something? But you're helping people win offers who aren't even the highest offer, which seems kind of crazy. But how is that happening without giving away all of your trade secrets?
I don't want to say too much, but basically there's a lot of terms that go into the offer. There's closing date, there's contingencies, and we're able to craft an offer so that there are a lot of attractive things that the seller is going to love seeing that may be, a few $1,000s less at the end of the day for them. That assurance is so invaluable. Awesome. And in this market, there are a lot of terminations. So being able to guarantee that, you have this great qualified buyer who's ready and willing and able to close, means a lot to a seller.
Yeah, I mean, on the seller side, I mean, it's great to have 10 offers, but you can only sell the house once. So you wanted to sell it to someone who's actually going to buy it.
Right. You don't want to have to go back to the market.
For sure. Awesome. Well, Courtney, thanks for how you're helping folks do that. I mean, it's just a great service you're providing. And for everyone listening, I mean, we've hit some of the highlights here. Get your budget, understand what's important to you, make sure that you have good professionals helping you along the way. And if you have any questions, drop us a message. We'd be happy to continue the conversation with you. And we will see you guys again next week. Thanks again, Courtney.
My pleasure.
See y'all next time.